Hello everyone and welcome back again. In our last video we have known how to install Olama in our local system, and that was a very small video. Now this video is going to be little bit lengthy, as we are going to discuss many things over here, and we are going to create our first AI using Olama. So let's get started with the coding. The first thing we need to import. Okay, first of all I have created one empty Python file, that is my ai.py, and here we need to import first OS, and the second thing I'm going to import here is OpenAI. So you need to install OpenAI either using pip install or using the Python environment like Python 3 then hyphen like this. It will be like let me show you. So like pip install OpenAI like this, or if you are going to some different environment, let's say Python 3 then -m then pip installed this OpenAI like this, and after that you can check the list of your pip if it has been installed or not. So I can show you here. Let's say pip list. Okay, I have pip 3 in list, and here you can see the libraries or the module I have installed in my system, and here I can show you the OpenAI in this list somewhere. Here and there it is, OpenAI. So you need to install like this OpenAI. Now already OpenAI is installed in my system, so I'll call this OpenAI. So from OpenAI what I need is import OpenAI. Now the first thing we are going to do, we are going to assign this OpenAI the model and the agent what we are going to use. So for that I'm going to use OpenAI variable, that is again OpenAI, and here we need to provide the API key and the base URL since we are using Olama. But if you are using something else like ChatGPT or something else, there you need to provide your different API key. So first thing I need to provide base URL, and that is going to be the location where Olama is being running. So I'll check again in my terminal. So I'll clear this. So this is the local host I need to use there. So I'll copy this and I'll come back to here and http://localhost, and after that I'm going to use the version 1 from here. This next parameter is API key, and which is going to be Olama. After that I need to specify the model. So I'm taking model variable equals to, and as we discussed, it will be llama 3.2. so llama 3.2. that's it. Now we will send a message to this model or OpenAI, and we'll check how it is responding. Let's try a simple message, and the structure of this message goes like this. So I'm taking one variable, that's messages, and it has a list, and inside this list it has two objects. So first object is going to be for system, and that is we need to define role here, and role is going to be system, and the content what we need to provide here is what is this role for. So for that we need to provide a content, and this content will be, let's say, you are a very helpful assistant. So this is for the system, like system, the agent is going to be a very helpful assistant, and now user has to have some messages. So for this user, I'm going to again have this role, that is user, and again content, that is going to be, let's say, hi, like this. After this I'm going to have this response, and here is the main thing. So we are going to use this OpenAI variable here, and then inside this object we have this method chat. Inside chat we have completions, and then we have to call this method create, and here we are going to define the model, and this model is going to be the model what we have in this variable, and then the message, next parameter is messages, and that is going to be messages, this variable. All right, we are all set up. Now we need to check what it is going to provide us. So I'm going to print this response. Before it, I'm going to have some identifier like this, and maybe result like this, and after this I'm going to print this response. All right, now I'm going to run this file using this play button, and this play button I'm having because I have installed the extension of Python from Microsoft. I'll quickly show you. So these are the extension I have installed, which is from Microsoft itself, and you can use this extension to run your Python script directly by clicking on this button. And the specialty of this button is it can also identify your local virtual environment and run on that local virtual environment. So I have already created this local virtual environment over here. So I'll click on this button and let's see the response. Terminal has opened. Now here is the response. See, I have provided some message hi, and it has sent me how can I assist you. Hello, and then how can I assist you today? Do you have any questions, need help? So it is replying us what we are asking. It is replying us. Now let's try something else. Let's say what is 23 plus 45, and try to run this. Now I'm going to use this up arrow, and first I'll clear this, and I'm going to use this up arrow. Now it has sent a message like content 23 plus 45 is 68. We are printing everything of whatever comes into response. So we are not going to print whatever comes into a response. Like we have to select only this message, this content over here. So for that, what we need to do, we need to go for like first we need to select these choices, that is choices, and then the index is going to be the first index, which is 0, and then from this 0 we are going to take message, and from this message I'm going to take this content. Let's clear this window and let's run this file again. Now it's very neat and clean. We don't have the whole object over here, but it has a very neat and clean response. It is saying easy peasy. Some humor is there obviously, and the answer to 23 plus 45 is 68. And it has given this double asterisk. It means if we are printing into readme file, it is going to be some like bold, or it is going to bold or italic, something like this. But let's see how it is going to be in readme file, just out of curiosity. Let's create one readme file over here. I mean, not readme, basically md file. So let's say print.md, and if I paste it over here, and if I look at here, see, it is giving me this bold style. All right, so that is not our concern at this moment. We are going to create our first AI agent like ChatGPT. All right, now let's move to our next task, which is going to, I'm going to define on one functionality over here, and on that functionality we are going to call this Gradio interface, which will going to give us a good interface which we need to run in our system. Okay, so for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply comment all of this at this moment, and I'm going to create one function. So for that, the definition, and then the function name, I'm going to use interact Gradio. So Gradio is the tool for user interface, that whatever user interface you have seen in my first video, that is going to for that we need Gradio. And this function takes a message, or let's say prompt in our case, and then it will return all prompt in uppercase. So this is simple function. There is no involvement of LLM or nothing like AI. So it's simple function. Let me run this function also. Let's say print, and then interact Gradio, and let's provide one message. Let's say good morning. Now let's run this file again. I'm going to clear this, and let's run this file again. See, it has written good morning, the same prompt, same message, and the changes is in, it has become uppercase because we have provided this method uppercase. All right, now we're going to use Gradio. For that, I need to import Gradio over here. So for that, it's simply import Gradio and as gr. Now you have to install Gradio again, like you have installed OpenAI. Similarly, you have to install Gradio, and I have already installed Gradio in my system, so I'm not going to install it again. Let's see how Gradio gives us result. So Gradio is basically for this UI related experience. So I'm going to use here gr, that is Gradio, and here we are going to take interface, and this interface takes some parameters. First is the function, that is fn equals to interact Gradio. Second parameter is going to be input text or inputs, and it is going to be text box where user going to input their prompts, and then comes outputs. This is also going to be text box, and then we have another parameter, that is flagging mode. So it has many other options, but for now we are going to use never you can check the other flagging modes and let me know what are the response you got. And then I'm going to call this like launch, 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 like this. Now let me comment this line and let's run this file over here. Alright, there is spelling mistake. It is going to be flagging mode. One G is missing here. And now let's try it again. Now see, it has given me a local host and I can use this local host in my browser. Let me go to this browser like by clicking on this link. Okay, it has opened in my VS Code itself, but I'm going to use browser. I'm not going to use VS Code. I'm not going to load many things on VS Code. Now let's go to browser and have it here. Great. Now let's provide some prompt. Like this is nothing to do with AI because we have not implemented our LLM into this Gradio, but it is something, it will return this uppercase of any words. Let's say good morning again and submit. It has written good morning in uppercase. Let's try something else. Let's say how are you? Again it has written in uppercase. That's good. Now we can use it something for we can provide something more in here. Like right now we are clicking on this link or copying this link and opening in browser, but instead of copying or clicking, we can directly mention here that it will open directly in browser. So you can provide in browser, in browser flag equals to true, and also I'm going to provide some authentication. So auth is going to be one this username. Let's say first is username, so for this I'm going to provide my name, and next line is going to, next stuff is going to be password. So I'm going to provide simple password here. All right, let me break it down so that you can view all the elements in one screen. All right, let me run this, but before running it I need to stop it. So Ctrl C, and it has been stopped. Now I'm going to run this file again, and as you can see, it has directly opened in my browser. So I'm going to type my username, which is Subhajit, and password is password. Login again. It has the same functionality. Let's try it again. Hello with lowercase, and after submitting we are getting hello in uppercase.